And despite all of our prior preparations, it was at this time of transition that we allowed doubt to soften and plunder our certainty. It is at this moment that because we are too afraid of what the future may hold, we are puzzled to ask for comfort. I know this feeling all too well because I too am a victim of doubt. This past winter break, I did not want to take the time to register for classes for my last semester at Spelman College. Instead, I run through all of my old things, and I came across a book that I wrote when I was a senior in high school, preparing to leave home for the first time in my life. Now, in no way does this book have a ready set go reveal any literary aspirations, but I will share an excerpt that captures a young female practitioner as she experiences feelings that I'm sure we can all connect with. And the excerpt begins, "That," her track coach says, anticipation builds inside of her, and sweat begins to roll down her back. The pause between the command nearly breaks her, and she, "Hold on. I don't think I'm ready." She thinks to herself. "I don't think I've had the time to prepare. All of my life things have just been thrown my way now." "Go," her coach finishes. Her teammates shoot off, and she is suspended in a world where time stands still. She was trapped in this place for only a second, but it was a second too late as she burst off to start a race. My fictional protagonist allowed doubt to cipher her progress and to cipher her dreams long before she could even begin. And as you may have noticed, her coach only asked her to get set and then to go. But she took the time to pause and ask, "Am I ready?" Ready, set, go. These three commands were not just the title of a juvenile book I wrote in high school. In fact, these commands are the strategy that we all need to allow us to be prepared to shatter the glass ceiling, to close the achievement gap, and to become the change agent that the world needs. And the first step to dispelling doubt is by deciding that we are ready. Yes, as I sat in that state of apprehension that last winter break, I took a look around me, and I realized that decision had already been made. Long before I even uttered my first words, my mother dedicated her life to me. Last year, my twin sister was hospitalized. Last year, my mother became unemployed. And last year, my mother had a stroke. Yet, despite these unfavorable circumstances, my mother worked so hard that this year, I began school as a graduate of Spelman College.
Amen.
Because she not only landed another job, but she was promoted in less than a year.
Right.
She is my example because she did not allow doubt to stifle her. Instead, she was too busy trailblazing to make it past me. We are all a product of our ancestors' tireless contributions to our development. Their blood, their sweat, and their tears have shaped the women who are capable beyond measure. So the question is not whether we are ready, it is are we set? In other words, how we position ourselves in a manner that will enable us to take flight. And this process of getting set began right here at Spelman. Within these days, we have been intellectually challenged in order for us to earn that credit, additional more credit hour. We are tasked to complement our learning with activities that transcend basic course requirements. We have been published in literary journals, presented in national research conferences, and recognized for our ability to challenge the status quo. We have been cultivated into globally conscious leaders. We've studied abroad in Morocco, China, and Spain. We have served There will be times when we will fail. I'm often asked, what was that, A-minus? What was that grade that made you miss that completely perfect 4.0 cumulative GPA? I tell everyone that A-minus that I earned my fall semester, freshman year, led to every other A that I've earned since then. That my goals are not always here, but I also have the opportunity to learn from mistakes so that I will never make those same mistakes again. So if anyone asks me, I am proud to say that I earned an A- in Dr. Shaw's pre-housing class. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. It is okay to fail. Just like the Ivy, your failure will provide lessons that will serve as protection against future storms. Fortunately, Spelman has awarded us with a sisterhood that can be that support system that we need. Just a few days ago, one of my greatest mentors, Dr. Jane Smith, shared with me that she has been trying to maintain her garden for years. Regardless of how hard she tries, the pesky ivy plant from her neighbor's yard continues to disrupt her son's order. It seems that as much as she tries to cut it back, the ivy, with its propensity to interweave and grow, is virtually indestructible. While those characteristics may be unsettling for gardeners, the essence of the ivy plant cements our sisterhood. Our connection firmer than survival and determination. Together, we can suffer the damage of failure and push forward with all the more tenacity. I cried with you when you did not get that job you applied for, but then you became a Fulbright scholar. I put your head on my shoulder when in exasperation you told me that you would have to live with your parents for the rest of your life. And then you became a Teach for America short company. And you may not know me, but I prayed for you when you did not get that perfect LSAT score. But now, you will be teaching abroad in France. And in times of my greatest need, you have given me your love and your support without me even having to ask. There will be failures in our lives, but as long as we stand together, those failures are just an A-. And each A- is only getting us better for our divine purpose. So it's all the process of getting better. But the time will come when women trained at Spelman will be called to act on the final command and go. Go as a litigator for the young African-American boy who was stereotyped as suspicious. Go as a CEO for the corporate sector in need of excellent leadership. Go as an investor with skills that can teach our community to become financially literate. Go as an activist. And go for women who are oppressed by rape as a weapon of war. Go as an organizer and encourage others to vote, not only in the presidential election, but in every election. Go for the millions who are silenced by social injustice every day. They need you. I need you. So if the time ever comes for you to question if you are ready, realize that God has you at home in your heart. Each one of you is ready. The only two commands that apply to Spelman women are to get that